Hello guys, XIV here, and welcome to my guide for Deltascape V4.0. This fight has a total of 2 phases, so let's start. After starting the battle, XIV gonna use Doom on 2 players. Have one of the healers have Ezuna in the holy skills, so that you can cure it. Now, in this fight, XIV gonna use 2 types of Fire Tree, Thunder Tree, and Blizzard Tree. To identify which one of the 2 types it is, just make sure to look to the boss when he starts to cast one of those. If the boss uses the Void power, it will be an empowered version from the next attack. For example, the normal Fire Tree will place 4 red marks on the head of 4 players. After a few seconds, it will explode and cause damage to them. The empowered Fire Tree will cause pyretic status on all players of the group. The players must not be moving or they will receive high damage over time. It's very similar to the lava floor from XIV. The normal Blizzard Tree will create an AoE area under the players. Just move out and you will be fine. The empowered Blizzard Tree will freeze all the players and put vulnerability status on them. To avoid being frozen, just make sure you are moving around when the cast finishes. The normal Thunder Tree will be a tank buster, and it will put a Thunder vulnerability status, so swap the tanks after 2 stacks. The empowered Thunder Tree will hit everyone close to the boss, and put paralysis and another vulnerability status. The sequence of skills are random, so be sure to pay attention to the boss to see if he uses the Void power or not during the cast of each skill. The other skills that XIV uses are Vacuum Wave and Holy. Vacuum Wave will push the players away, while Holy is a shared damage skill. You don't need to worry about Vacuum Wave during the first phase. As for the Holy skill, just make sure to stack with the other players of the group to share the damage. And this is all you need to know about the first phase. The second phase starts with an AoE followed by a zombie head that will put zombification status in all players in front of it. As soon as the head appears, make sure to run behind it. It's a very good idea to use sprint here. Second phase is very similar to the first phase. Here you will see all the skills from the first phase except for Doom. Again, the sequence of skills are random, so make sure to pay attention to the boss. Also, in the second phase, it's possible to fall from the platform, so make sure to pay attention to the Vacuum Wave in the second phase. Now, there is 4 new skills here: Flare, Black Hole, Meteor, and the Zombie Head Tentacles. Flare will put 2 or 3 blue marks on the players. Just make sure the players with blue marks don't stack with each other. Black Hole will summon various black orbs on random places. The black orbs do high damage, so make sure to avoid them. Also, XIV will always use the skills of the first phase here, so you're gonna need to avoid the black orbs while dealing with the mechanics. Meteor is basically a high damage AoE. Make sure to have all the players with full HP before the cast finishes. And finally, there is the Tentacles followed by the Zombie Head. Go to the safe edge of the platform and right after the AoE, move behind the Zombie Head so that you can avoid zombification. Well guys, that's it for this guide. There will be no new mechanics, so keep going until you finish it. Remember that you can exchange the drops of this raid for level 320 equipments in Rogue's Reach. I hope this guide was useful and good drops come on Savage for your group. See you next time!